Looking for number 42. Number 1201 has been inked on the forehead of this corpse, and the ink has run down its eyes, cheeks, and jaw. As you follow the ink tears down the corpse's face, you notice it's run into stitching, seen the corpse's lip, and it's caught on what it looks like the corner of a note stuck in the corpse's mouth. Try pull it out. Note mingled with the ichor in the zombie's mouth. If you tried to pull the paper out through the cross stitches, it would tear the paper to shreds. Hacking up the corpse to get it looks like it will destroy the note. You need to find a delicate way. Use the scalpel. You deftly slice through the stitches seen in the corpse's mouth, and the jaw sags open. You carefully pull the note from the corpse's mouth. Despite the condition of the paper, the writing on it still appears legible. To read notes, books, scrolls, place them in your inventory, then right-click on them. Bring up. Okay, examine the corpse again. Sorry about that. I just had to see what was in your mouth. Corpse and look your eyes. Stare at vacantly. 1201. It's a foul-smelling note retrieved from the mouth of one of the mortuary zombies. It looks like it was sewn into the corpse's mouth by accident. Despite its condition, the writing is legible. Please, to whatever dustman reads this, I beg of you. I know of my legal obligation under the terms of the dead contract, but I am prepared to offer more than my signing fee if you will cremate my body rather than raising it. I have arranged for this note to be left with my body upon my death. If you're reading this, then please use this note as instructed and accept the result in exchange for my contracted duty. Let my contract number serve as the key. Looks like the corpse was too late to prevent the raising, but you notice that beneath the writing is a diagram. Looks like the directions for folding the parchment into a strange pattern. If you're ever capable of examining an object further or performing an exact action on the object outside of the world screen, a use button will appear for the object on the screen. This button allows you to manipulate it through a dialog screen. If you wish to examine the diagram on this note further, select the use button. It looks as if it's instructing you to fold the corners so that the points touch the centre. There is a series of strange marks on each corner. 1 on the upper right, 2 on the lower right, 3 on the lower left, 4, and no marks on the upper left. Ooh! So I wonder if you do upper left first. So it's upper left, and then upper right, and then lower right, and then lower left. Now I'll fold it inside again. Okay, so start with the upper right then. Go around that way. And then the lower right, and the lower left, and then the upper left. Because it seems to make sense that you'd go 1 for upper right, and then 2, then 3. I mean, the other option is... Oh, of course, that's no marks, because... So, you fold lower left, there's 3 up. Lower right, 2 are still up. When upper right, you've only got the upper left. So we'll go that way. So it's lower left and round. Lower right, upper left. Oh. Unfold it. Puzzle. Upper right is 1. Lower right is 2. Lower left is 3. I thought that was a good idea, actually. Unless you start with upper left. No. So there's none down, so upper left. And then you go upper right, but I think we've already done this one. Upper right, lower left. Unless I've misread this. 1 mark on the upper right. Do I have anything to... 1 on the upper right, 2 on the lower right, 3 on the lower left, and nothing on the upper left. If that wasn't... If this were something like 1203, I'd be thinking this were a clue. I could do that anyway. So it's upper right, lower right, upper left. Oh no, I did that wrong, didn't I? What on earth did I do there? I did upper right, left, last, and I was thinking of doing that. Ah, that was another option of doing that one. Ah, I see. And it's 1201. It's mysteriously this. As you fold the upper right corner back to... Of course, let my number be the key. As you fold the upper right corner back to the centre, the lower left corner mirrors the action until all the corners touch in the centre. You watch for a moment, and the corners of the paper rise up, turning the note into a small, four-sided paper pyramid. Open the sides. You peel back the sides of the pyramid, and the paper disintegrates to dust. Inside is a small triangle-shaped earring. It catches the light and gleams brightly. Take the triangle earring. You receive the small earring from folding a note in the mouth of one of the walking corpses in the mortuary. It's a beautiful earring, but despite its beauty, all it seems to do is remind you how strange this world you've woken up in. Some items are magical, but require that they be identified before they can be used. If you cannot determine what an item is at first glance, you may need to take it to some higher law. Oh, so I can't. Or use one of those abilities. Okay. I'm learning. I like this. Because it's not making you do things. It's you stumble across little things, little puzzles, little things that set up a tutorial. Like, I assume that would happen with whichever first magic item you find first. Or maybe it's on all of them. This female corpse is making the rounds from slab to slab in the room. Her hair is knotted in a long braid and looped around her neck like a noose. Someone has stenciled the number 1096 onto her forehead, and her lips have been stitched closed. Nice braid. Does not respond. So we'll talk to this one, and then go here, and then we'll go round. This walking corpse has the numbers 1094, or 1094, carved into its forehead. Its mouth has been sewn tightly shut, and the chemical reek of fresh formaldehyde hangs in an overpowering cloud above it. Leave you alone. The corpse is shuffling from slab to slab, bandaging the corpse lying there. The number 396. Mind if I borrow the bandages? You notice the corpse is carrying a roll of bandages in his hand. They look usable. Can I borrow them? Just to try and take them. Snake your hand out and take the roll of bandages from the corpse's hand. The corpse doesn't even seem to notice. It continues going through the motions of bandaging the bodies. Examine again. Yeah, I think I need them more than these guys. Doesn't care. Oh yeah, there were people in here as well, because I was thinking I had to avoid them. Now go on, Mort. I don't know, but if we end up in a fight, I might need you. This corpse is lumbering along a triangular path. Once it reaches one of the corners of the triangle, it pauses, then turns and staggers towards the next corner. It is 965. As you approach, it halts and stares at you. Looks like someone forgot to tell this one to stop walking the rule of threes. What do you mean? These corpses don't have much left in the attic, so they can't do more than one task at a time. When they're told to do something, they'll keep doing it until someone tells them to stop. This one probably finished the task and they forgot to tell him. He said something about the rule of threes. What do you mean?
Updated my journal.
Well, the rule of threes is one of those laws about the planes, about things tending to happen in threes, or everything's composed of three parts, or there's always three choices, and so on and so forth. Don't sound like you hold much faith in it. Tend to happen in threes, composed of threes, or there's always three choices. Don't know if that's deliberate, but I like it. You don't sound like you hold much faith in it. It's a load of wash if you ask me. If you look for a number, any number, and try to attach some great meaning to it, you're going to find plenty of coincidences. Okay, before you said someone put this corpse to a task, then forgot to tell them to stop. Who give these corpses these tasks? Either one of the caretakers here, or else whatever necromancer raised them out of the dead book. Probably one of the caretakers here. They're the ones who need the cheap labour after all. Want to examine the zombie a bit more. As corpse lumbering around. Why are you walking in a triangle? Says you blankly. Leave you in peace. Are you number 42? Left side of this woman's face looks as if it was caved in with a club, and her flesh sags in bruised, swollen clumps over her ruined skull. Number 626 has been stitched onto the corpse's right cheek. Ugh, nasty wound you've got there. Oh well. Yeah, they're just not responding when I speak. Which makes sense. Oh, the ones in here are already dead. Okay. Paper thin, almost wispy. Some across a sheet of cobwebs. Number 594. Leave you alone. Okay. I was thinking... yeah, okay, so Mort does give us line of sight. Okay. So there's no 42 around. Unless this fellow's 42, of course. Why do I have an orange background? Oh, I can equip that. I can equip that. I'm scared. Where's my background orange?
Yeah?
Well, that's a terrifying picture of Mort.
I'd rather hold on to it, thanks.
I like that you've got a little bit of dialogue to it. Why haven't looted that? This walking corpse is the numbers 1094. I think we have talked to you already.
Okay.
I was hoping
I'm gone.
I think I may have done something terrible here.
All right.
Get Mort out of the way. Tries the looting. Right, then. We'll try talking to her and try and see if we can acquire the key from that. And we might have to go up to that top area and interact with things a bit. We're looking for a zombie with the number 42. It was 42, wasn't it? Where is it? Yeah, the number 42. Written on the scalp. No, I don't know if we're going to end up having to fight for the key. I mean, it is possible that we'll end up, I don't know. Tap, you done? I'll stitch up. Go, go, go. Wait a minute, I need an embalmer key. Do you have one? Make the motion in your hand. Use forward, looks to your hand, motions and sniff. Her hand starts to arrive, then emerges a key hanging from a wickedly sharp index finger. Ring back when done. Go, go.
Updated my journal.
Okay. I wonder where 42 is. Maybe 42 is upstairs. Apologies. Do I talk to you, Mr. Not Zombie, or do I just go up and interact? I'm actually wary of some of the people up there. Greetings. What? Here's the key you wanted. Good, good. Turns it over, nodding all the while. Now, how do I get out of here?
Updated my journal.
You can escape through portals, he waves his hands. Foof. What portals? Portals. Portals everywhere. Can you show me one of them? You want one? Go to Arch on first floor. Northwest room. You need finger bone, shape of crook. He holds up his index finger and bends it, yes. When you have key, go to Arch, jump to secret crypt and can escape from there. Secret escape route. You can rest there. Crooked finger bone? Where can I find one? Where am I going to find one of those?
Updated my journal.
Must be one around here. Look at storage rooms on upper floor. Maybe there. Very well. Check upstairs for this crooked finger bone. Then head to the first floor to one of the arches. Got it. Ooh, map screen. Ooh. Yeah, crematorium. I thought so. Statistics. Human male. Oh, that's my alignment. True neutral. True neutral characters believe in maintaining the balance of law and chaos. They don't tip the scales between the two and tend to oppose anyone who does. Ooh. I'm a level 3 fighter, apparently. So I wonder if... Time with party is apparently 3 hours. Actually, that's in-game. I feel like I've woken up inside someone's dream. I don't know who I am. I don't know how I got here. I don't know how to get out. First thing I remember is crawling off a metal slab. Lost everything. Need to figure out who I am and how I got this way. Okay, so I wonder what happens with this thing, because we didn't pick it at the beginning. Alright, we're over here.
Done.
Number, skeleton, number 748, according to the number chiseled above his brow. It's odd, only that some of it seems to be false ones made of reddish brown stone. The Clearly not valuable, however, as its caretakers would have otherwise removed them. Examine carefully. Someone has taken care to bind the bones of the skeleton with leather straps woven around the body in such a pattern that they resemble muscles and tendons. The straps are secured to metal bolts punched into the skeleton's joints. The skeleton looks like it's seen a great deal of service. Many of the bones are chipped, and numerous fractures are bound with sealant and foul-smelling glues. Try to pry the skeleton's joint bolts. Whoa, Chief. Whoa, Chief, that's vandalism. Those bolts are probably the only thing holding that bag of bones together. Necromancy only goes so far with these old fellas, you know? Oh, I didn't want to cause any permanent damage. Oh, it's not a problem. Mort does a strange bobbing motion that you think might be a shrug. Just wasn't sure if you knew that or not. By all means, go ahead. Maybe some other time. Wonder if this greybeard would mind if I borrowed his body. Greybeard? You know, geezer, old fella, yellow dog, old. I don't think he's in any position to object. Why not take his body? Mort studies the skeleton for a moment, then shakes his head. Nah, I need a fresher one than this. And something with a little more dignity. This one's all creaky and fractured. Oh, and you're not? Oh, you're a sack full of laughs. Mort glares at you. Besides, you're one to talk, Burke. Mirrors beg for mercy when you're around. Oh, I'm going to have a sarcasm off, aren't I? Oh, yeah, at least I have all my parts. Mort snorts. You're not quite sure how he managed it without lungs. Let me tell you, Mort, there's nothing more satisfying than walking around, swinging your arms, breathing the crisp air through the lungs. It's great to have a body. I'll have you know that helping you escape the preparation room has now been added to my growing list of regrets. Mort snorts again. I should have let you rot. Some more, that is. Glad you feel that way. Let's go. I hope you understand it's all meant in good fun, Mort. Zombie. I'm wary of talking to this dustman. Corpse's slightly misshapen head appears to be held together by a number of narrow metal bands bolted directly onto the skull. A rusting iron plate over its left eye has the number 475 etched into it. Its mouth is bolted shut and reeks of embalming fluid. Leave you alone. Hold. Uh-oh. I'm holding. Okay. The skin of this female corpse is heavily tattooed with intricate patterns. The skin of her brow has been peeled back so the number 1148 could be chiseled into the skull beneath. Mouth has been sealed. Leave you alone. Do I want him to catch me? No, I don't want to be caught. I don't want to be caught. Run away. Oh, hello. You're a different colour. Uh-oh. The number 1146 is carved into the forehead of this walking corpse, lips sewn together with coarse black thread. Entire body is covered in horrible scars, worse even than your own, as if its owner had been burned to death. Nose, ears, several digits are missing, presumably charred away in some long-ago conflagration. As you block its path to get its attention, it stops and gazes at you with vacant eyes. Never mind. I like the fact I can just walk past the other ones. Okay, I assume they're meant to be they're the dustmen, they're the caretakers, aren't they? Mortuary task list. I would like the contracted workers to be inspected thrice daily at the end of each work shift when the new initiates come on duty. We have experienced too many contracted collapses while engaged in heavy labour as of late, and I fear the embalming enchantments initially used on the corpses may be decaying or may have been warped somehow. If the contracted workers could be inspected every 8 hours and raised if they have collapsed, then this would prevent the backlog of shells in the preparation room and free up more contracted workers for other duties. I do not wish collapsed bodies to be disposed of. When possible, the original contracted shells are to be raised and be made to resume their duties. I have included spare embalming charms within the shelves for the initiates on duty. They are to be used only when the shells cannot be repaired with stitching, bandaging, or applications of embalming fluid. Let me just click on the next one. Clot charm. Bandages. Yeah. Woo. Northern storage room. World map. That's stitched together flesh, isn't it? Ew. it seems like I can avoid these dustmen in general. I think I've already spoken to you, haven't I? I think I have. 1148. Never mind. Oh wait, there's one. Oh yeah. Speaking of one, there's one around here as well, isn't there? You there, hold. Uh-oh. I think he's gonna catch me. Alright, or not. Despite this corpse's dry, leathery skin, it's clear this one's a beautiful woman. 832.